inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup. But it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Buccaneers' 19-yard line.
20! Come on, dude!
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They pick up the first down there with a gain of 11. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. No score after 1 on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Waiting! Down the man inside, down the man!
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rodgers. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We 18. Coming to you, coming to you. Over.
On first down, Rodgers. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. And they give this time to the tailback. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Who that? 26.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Here's Wentz to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, Charlie.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That's caught by Howard. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now a man open down the middle of the field. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up 2nd down.
258. Watch 54. I got you.
To throw again, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Inside. Hey, watch out. Check, Mike.
Rodgers now to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Wentz. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On play action, now Rodgers. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
You got 58. Crunch.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
It's just me and you.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the... And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Aaron Rodgers with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. The extra point up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Joseph now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Dorsett. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Moss looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
Let's go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 1st down, it's Moss. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Check. Back north. Lucky. Kill.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught by Howard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, turn it up. Tight dog. Check nine.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Watch 54.
On first down, it's Moss. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 626. General West.
Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, Moss. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away